Welcome into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always we have Ashley. And all the way from LA we have Pete. Pete, are you there?
That's me!
Really?
I'm Pete!
Really? You've sold out to the point where you're wearing a shirt from California now. You've just 100% leaned into the skid.
Oh, dude, my soul is gone at this point. Absolutely gone. Family? East Coast exists? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna remember that when you're like, hey, I'm coming back for a week. You got a place to stay? I'm like, I don't know a Pete.
Am I gonna say that? I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna be like, hey, I saw your Instagram. Are you in New York? Maybe.
You're a jerk. Anyway, how was everybody's what? What would you like?
I told you I'm selling my soul.
I heard that. Yes, I know. All right. So, this is our first live episode, everybody. So everybody who's watching, please say stuff in the YouTube chat. I'm pointing to a computer that is off camera right now, and I apologize. Anyway, my computer, my laptop's right here. I will be looking at the chat. Ashley will be looking at the chat. Pete will be looking at the chat. We are very lonely people. We need attention. So I need attention in all forms of media. So I need you guys on the chat during the show. Your opinion matters to us highly. Exactly. Exactly. So we want you guys interacting with the chat. If we're saying something that you really like, tell us. If we're saying something you don't, I'm sorry for you. We're still gonna say it. But anyway, give us your opinion throughout the entire show. We're gonna get into a lot of stuff tonight. I'm super excited. We've got another Spotlight Pop of the Week. We have new pops coming out. They're not even out yet, so I don't own them, and I can't say if any of them are going to be worth anything or not. But I can tell you right now, one of them is going to be worth a lot to me personally. Maybe not to everybody else, but to me personally, one of these upcoming pops is going to be worth a lot. Also, we have a ton of TV and movie news and a ton of ridiculous pop culture news. If you thought we couldn't top Tide Pod Challenge, believe me.
My God.
We have a lot of interesting stuff coming up tonight, I promise. Producer Chris, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic there, Danny. I can't get over and get my lower third on here to let everyone know that I'm the voice of God. But I'm doing well, Danny, and I'm actually really happy to be doing this show with you, your first live YouTube live show.
It's our first YouTube live show, Chris. You're part of the team. You guys are all part of the team.
We're that lonely.
Even the listeners out there are part of the team. Nothing? No one's going to cheer? Hear, hear. Yeah.
I say cheers.
Yeah.
I say cheers.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly, yes. We are starting to get some stuff from the chat. Strong Styles in there. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Martin Stabila all the way from Hawaii. We have a Hawaiian listener right now. West Coast is coming strong. We got far West Coast with Martin from Hawaii. We've got Strong Style who's on the West Coast. I'm not sure exactly where you are. We do have Joel who's in New York right now.
Yeah, wait, where's our New York people?
I mean, I'm hoping.
Well, looks like I'm winning.
Shut up, Pete. You're counted in the amount. Pete's in the chat room too. Yeah, he counts. Anyway, so we have a lot.
I'm already getting in on the chat.
You're in on the chat. I see you right there. Oh, we got some. Is this Boston, New Hampshire? I forget where you're from. Yeah, tell us in the chat. Tell us in the chat where you guys are from. We have a lot coming up. We have a lot in store. You were just. I feel really bad. I just talked all over you. Anyway, my new favorite hashtag right now is hashtag Shut Up Pete. Can we get that trending? Can I get everybody to say that in the chat room? That would be awesome.
I'll say it.
Shut up, Pete. Hashtag Shut up, Pete. From now on. All right, guys. Stay tuned. Up next, we've got the hot Spotlight Pop of the Week, and we're going to be introducing some new pop line that I'm very excited about. Hint, it took place a long, long time ago. Stay tuned. We're coming up in about a minute.
Spirit animal.
The sharpest fantasy sports minds are now available 24/7 straight from your mobile device. Download the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app and listen live or on demand to the finest tips, strategies, and advice from your favorite fantasy personalities. It's free and available for both iOS and Android devices. Your life isn't slowing down, so why should your fantasy sports? Head to fntsy.com/radio and download the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app today.
Fantasy freestyle. How are you going to say out one side of your mouth everything was followed and it's irresponsible of us to actually care about player safety, yet in the same breath say that things like the Tom Savage injury in week 14 inspired a review of the policies? It only adds to my argument that the protocol is a joke. It's not that they actually care about this. Hashtag all brains matter. Weekdays from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern on the Fantasy Sports Radio Network.
To Jurassic Park.
Oh my god, this is my favorite one! Oh, I love this.
Hey, Chris, you can cut that. That sounds horrible. Anyway.
Was that like Chris like actually going down?
No, it was not producer Chris downstairs playing. Anyway, welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always are Ashley and Pete. I want to get right into we're going to That was my favorite. That was all for Pete because I've been planning this the entire week with Chris that I was like, we have to fool Pete because he's going to think it's the regular Jurassic Park theme song and then we're going to come in strong with that one. I was so excited.
Dude, that's one of my favorite YouTube videos.
I know, mine too.
Oh my, that's like, what's it called? It's like, not kazoo, but like you used to play all the time and like as a kid.
It starts
like,
with an M. It's like, Mela.
I'm like, hey.
If you guys know what that is, we'll actually, in the comments after the show, we'll find that video and post it up. I forget, it's like, I can't remember. Anyway, on to the Spotlight Pop of the Week. Producer Chris, could you give us a quick angle at the Pop of the Week? It's right there. It's right there. Right over there. Chris. No, that wasn't it. It's a camera angle, Chris. No, camera angle. Camera angle, Chris.
I have such a raging
There we go.
Bivona right now. Oh my God.
Anyway, so the Spotlight Pop of the Week is Ace Ventura. The reason I wanted to use him to intro the segment is because he's from the 90s. Jurassic Park, the original, is from the 90s also. As we found out, it's Ashley's birth year. Came out in 1993. Anyway, but Ace Ventura is my grail. Like, this is the pop that I've always wanted to have. I actually sold a bunch of mine for him. Currently, he's worth $195. We just looked that up a couple minutes ago before the show actually got in. We were looking it up, but I think I bought him for about $180. So $15 on my investment already. I can buy a different pop. No, but a grail is just like, it's the pop that you really want, and instead of me just going out and spending like $200 on him, because that's kind of what he's worth if you find a reseller. I sold a bunch of my pops and just kind of worked up to and found one that I could buy. But that's what a grail is basically. And he came out in, we found out 2013-ish. Yeah, but anyway, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective from 1990s. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the new line of Jurassic Park pops. This isn't Jurassic World pops. This is Jurassic Park pops. The original Jurassic Park. Chris, can you put that board up with all the pops on it? There we go. That's what I wanted to see. All right. So you got everybody. If you've watched, hopefully you've watched the original Jurassic Park. We'll get into that later, Ashley. I have some words with you. Anyway, I'm hoping, Pete, you've watched Jurassic Park, the original, right?
Oh my God, dude! I've seen it so many times. Dude, I saw that Jeff Goldblum chest out. Oh,
I wanted that to be a surprise. Yeah. By the way, when I was giving the tease, can you go back to that one, Chris? Go back to that one. You can make it up to me. Go back to that real quick. There we go. The minute this got released, the leaked, actually, the photo of it leaked, and somebody thought it was a joke. And so for like, I'd say 24 hours, everybody thought it was a joke. Then we found an actual post from Funko and from I don't think it was Target, but it was some in connection with Funko and Target, because it is going to be a Target exclusive Funko Pop, that it was official, and this is coming out. And I just want you guys to know I've already pre-ordered one for our show. So it will be, as soon as I get it in the mail, it will be sitting front row center where Macho Man Randy Savage is right now.
Dude, I am seeing Jeff Goldblum in 2 weeks. I am seeing him in 2 weeks, and I will... Yes, I will present that pop to him.
Well, we won't have it in 2 weeks. You can show him a picture of it. But here's what I was going to ask you, and I felt like it's more important for me to ask you on the air. It's more important than I ask you on the air. Can you ask him if, when we get the pop, will he sign it for us? So we can have a signed Jeff Goldblum pop to have front row center on our show. We'll have it in every episode. Tell him we'll have it, whether he likes it or not, we'll have it every episode, front row center.
I will offer disrespectful things to get him to sign that pop.
I like Pete's work ethic. Why can't I say that word? Work ethic.
Because
unlike Ashley, who won't do anything. I'm Ashley. I won't turn left.
I hurt myself. If no one knows this, I sprained my neck when I was sleeping, and next thing you know, I'm done.
I can't hear you at all.
I know, I'm having mic issues. Sorry, guys. What's going on?
I can't hear you at all. Chris, can you hear her at all? No. Okay.
You know what? Give me this. Hi, everyone. So I sprained my neck last night, and now I can't look to the left. There's my story.
You've had such a rough week, though. Like you got like the flu. Now you hurt your neck. Like you've had a string of bad luck. You need to take a break. And now your mic's not working. I blame Danny.
What? I didn't do anything. My mic didn't work before the show. I tested it out. She didn't test it out. She was like, "Whoops, I'm talking in and it's not working."
You have an entire flock of people saying, "Shut up, Pete." So
know.
I'm allowed to put this on.
By the way, can we keep doing that? I love every single person saying that. Hashtag pass the mic. Thank you so much, Strong Style. Hashtag peace. Pass the mic. Teamwork. Yes, we're going to have him autograph the pop, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so, Chris, can you put up that board again? I wanted to, not the Jeff Goldblum. We've seen too much. There we go. So anyway, so this line, it's rumored. It doesn't actually have a date of release yet, but you can already start getting pre-orders. It's going to be out sometime end of April, mid-March. Like, somewhere in there is when it's coming out. The full collection. That's not even all of them. There's a couple extra ones. Chris, there's another board too. Can you put that one up too? There we go. These are the coolest ones. You have Newman with the dinosaur that spits in his face. That's going to be an Entertainment Earth exclusive. I'm super excited about that one. And then you have the I believe it's the super tall 6-inch or 9-inch T-Rex. I'm super excited about that one too. This might be the entire line. Like, one time I'm gonna buy the entire line of a pop. I feel like such a dork right now. I can't help it.
But are they only exclusives for like specific stores or just one store?
Well, the actual line of pops, the actual Jurassic Park line, the first board that we had up, that's gonna be everywhere. You'll be able to get them wherever you can buy pops. They might not have the entire collection up. But anywhere pops are sold, they'll probably get them. The Entertainment Earth exclusive is that's the 2-pack with Newman and the spitting one. That's only going to be available through entertainmentearth.com or through like Entertainment Earth stores. There's a few of them. I've never been to one like in person, but I went on the website and ordered one. I think they had the Shaun of the Dead exclusive one too that I got.
I've been on their digital shop.
Exactly. And then the Jeff Goldblum injured reclining with his shirt open is a Target exclusive only. And before you ask, yes, I pre-ordered it. No, it wasn't from Target. But I pre-ordered it through a third-party site that was guaranteeing us to be able to get it.
How much?
$20. It's probably originally...
Well, at least you didn't spend $180 on it.
I'm not going to spend $180. I would have went to like 4 or 5 Targets and probably spent $50 in gas going to different Targets and then buying the pop. It's probably going to be like... I'd imagine that one's going to probably be between $13 and $15. So I'm looking at it that way. I'm like, $20 plus shipping. All right, and I guarantee I get it. Yeah. Anyway, there was another question, Chris. There's another board up there. Ashley asked me. Ashley needs answers. That's surprising. You did need an answer about this. Your microphone's not working. Anyway, you asked me about this. Chris, could you put up that chase, the double feature thing, real quick? There we go. Ashley was asking me what that meant. Basically, a chase is, number one, it's got a little yellow sticker on it that says chase, but it's just, they take the original mold and then they kind of add something extra, or they tweak it, or they make it black and white or something like that, and it increases their value. And the rarity of this particular chase that's going to be out for the Jurassic Park Pops is 1 in 6, which means they're going to be 6 to a box, and you have a 1 in 6 chance of being able to get it, and finding it live, or if you ordered a case of 6, you'd probably get 1 out of all of them. Anyway, but there are some super rare. There's 1 in 36. There's 1 in 48. They kind of build like that. But chase basically means it's a little bit different, and it's going to increase in value because of that. So if you see a chase in the wild, or you see a chase version of something else that you really like, more than likely, if the average cost of a pop is between $10 and $13, the chase version is going to be like 26 to 36, depending on how in demand it is. If they're really in demand, I've seen them go up to $100 like the first week that they're out, type of thing, just because it's a chase. Literally could have one little difference in the molding and how it's made, but yeah, that one little sticker. I know, it's the details. I'm just gonna have to reiterate everything she says.
I mean, I'm loud enough hoping everyone can hear me, but let's see.
But anyway, so what
It sounds like you're talking in a bathroom.
It does. But what I wanted to ask, actually, to everyone out there we're actually streaming live on Twitch, on YouTube Live, on Facebook Live, on Mixer, so you can be watching us on Xbox. That's kind of cool. I wanted to ask, what pops do you want us to start looking at? I did want to. I can't really preview it because they're just starting to release right now. But the first Comic-Con, it's called the Emerald City Comic-Con. They're just starting to release their exclusives. I saw some. I want to preview it next week. That's the first thing I want to do. I've already seen 2 that I have to get. One that Pete's going to want, but both that I have to get. That's the only tease I'll give for next week. But what I wanted to say is are you guys into collecting pops? If you are, what lines do you collect? And the main question I really had is I've never collected a full line. Jurassic Park might be the first one ever that I'm actually like looking at it and I'm going, I kind of like all those. I might just spring and just buy the whole thing. Like because you can buy them all together. So I might spring and buy the whole thing. But do you guys collect lines, or you just collect here and there? How into collecting pops are you? I mean, that's kind of I know people that are super into pops and they still don't collect a full line because you got ones that are just eh. But anyway, but let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the YouTube chat. We'll go from there and we'll try to figure stuff out. Holy crap!
Danny, they answered the question. It was a recorder.
It starts with an M. I thought it was. I'll look up the video. It says in the thing.
Melodica.
Yes? Melodica. I knew it started with an M. Melodica. Yeah. Thank you guys out there for helping us with that. All right, stay tuned. Coming up next, what do we have coming up next, Pete? Netflix and Spill.
My favorite.
All your TV movie news coming up. Stick around. We're coming back.
My name is Greg Sussman. To my right sits an executive who turns last year's trash into this year's cash. To my left, the man that calls himself Wall Street, who had a more productive fantasy football season than he's ever had before. The crazy thing, he doesn't consider fantasy football his best sport. Listen each and every weekday to the Roto Experts, Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 a.m. East, to get all the knowledge and analysis that these guys can give you. If you can't watch us live, make sure you listen to us on demand on iTunes, SoundCloud, or wherever you listen to your podcast.
Hey there, everybody. It's me, Joe Pizzapia. Baseball is back, and that means the Fantasy Baseball Black Book is back as well. It's me, it's Paul Sporer writing starting pitching profiles. It's Jake Seeley. It's Sammy Reed writing DFS. It's a whole lot of greatness right here for you. You can get the new Fantasy Black Book for baseball on Amazon, on iTunes. You can get it in paperback. You can get it for your Kindle. You can get it anywhere you want, but make sure you get it, because once you go Black Book, you never go back.
Welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me finally, who
My
has
mic
a
is
voice, Ashley, and our good friend Pete from LA. Welcome back, everybody, from the chat room. That is you.
Shut up, Pete.
Hashtag shut up, Pete.
Look at his face. Oh, we'll stop.
I do want to.
No, I like it.
I hate you, Pete. Wait till Danny's pop comes out. It'll be half the size and mostly hair. They have a Bob Ross pop. You could customize it and make it look like me.
Oh yeah.
Just paint the hair blue.
Your pop would be so adorable, though. It'd be like a little bit, it's like a little smaller than this cup. It would be just like, oh, this little daddy pop. That's so nice.
I hate you.
So I got really into that.
Anyway, so our next segment is Netflix and Spill. I feel awkward every single time I say that, because when you
Why?
pitch the name of it, and we don't even have a lower third, so it doesn't even matter. It's just for us at this point.
It's just so dirty. That's what I love about it.
By the way, can I just say something that I was really upset about that nobody reacted to? And I told Ashley about this as soon as the show started.
Here we go.
Pete, you've looked at the rundown. What did I title this particular page episode? Are you looking at the rundown right now?
Here we go.
Who's ready for the next episode?
And what's go?
What-
Da 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 da.
Da 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 da. Really?
I was trying to make it like an ESPN. I was like da da da. Da, da, da. He left it out.
Snoop Dogg,
Da, da,
Dr. Dre,
Oh.
next episode.
da, da.
Anything? It's been up for a week like that. I was like super proud of myself.
And no one said anything, by the way. Like no one. We didn't say anything.
I just told Ashley about it like 20 minutes before the show.
I just looked. I just looked at it 20 minutes
Anyway,
before the show.
on to Netflix and Spill. All right, where do we want to start? We have so much in this. Actually, you know where I really want to start? Chris, can you put that full board? There we go. So, I don't know if you got a chance to look at this, Pete, but I saw this.
Yeah.
It is the most popular Netflix show that each particular state has right now, and these are pretty up to date. It's super weird. A lot of them. There's only one that has Stranger Things, and it's Utah, of all places. It doesn't even take place
The Mormons
in Utah.
love their strange stuff. The Mormons
just
love their
thinking
strange stuff.
But you know what's really weird is that's not even where it takes place. So you would think like the home state pride would be like, yeah, we gotta watch Netflix nonstop. But there are some really cool ones up there. I know Chris put it back up. I was looking. I was actually reading it. The OA was pretty interesting. I don't understand why that's so popular in Pennsylvania. Orange is the New Black. I get that. There's more Orange is the New Black than everything else.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. Though.
Producer Chris was looking at that. Here, I do have an answer for that.
I'm pretty surprised.
4 seasons. 4 seasons. More attention.
I guess.
More attention.
I think it's just the hype.
Exactly, but more
Yeah,
attention.
but the other one. But look at Star Trek. Like Star Trek has been around for years, and only Hawaii's getting in on it. And like, I don't know the state. Washington.
You
Or
mean
is that
Alaska?
Oregon?
Alaska? You mean has Star Trek?
You should put it-
That's Alaska.
Oh, what did I say?
You said
said
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I was like, where's Hawaii?
That's where Martin is.
My bees.
Martin's in Hawaii.
Hi, Martin.
But anyway, what do you guys out there think of this list? Pete, what was California? What is California? I can't. Even...
I'm really struggling to like.
Ignog?
I think it's like maybe it means governor in Spanish, but I'm just ingobernable.
I don't even know what that
That's
is.
maybe how it
But
is.
anyway,
What is that?
what do you guys think out there? Like, do you agree with this list? I mean, I don't. I haven't watched Orange is the New Black since season 2. So, I mean, that's at least a year. But I realize that I'm not watching enough Netflix to
I'm just
turn
really...
the tides on any shows for New Jersey.
Yeah, dude, Mindhunter was
Change the
filmed.
votes.
Mindhunter is filmed in Pennsylvania, and it's not even the top thing in Pennsylvania. Like Mindhunter is in Pittsburgh, and I haven't seen the OA.
OA is good, actually. If you like Stranger Things and stuff like kind of like that.
What's it about?
If I tell you, it's gonna ruin like half of it.
If you tell me, you have to kill me.
Can you just? It's kind of like
give me a hint.
It's a supernatural thriller. You don't know exactly what's happening until the very end. It's kind of in the same
like
sense.
My life.
Yeah, like everybody's life. You don't know until the end.
I'm like, what?
Anyway, but it's kind of like what Pete was describing.
Like Black Mirror.
No, like what Pete was describing, End of the Effing World, where it can go a couple different routes and you're not sure where it's gonna go until the end, and then you're like, okay. But it has a main character. It's just I don't want to ruin anything because I'm afraid I might say something and you'll be like, oh well, I already knew that, so it wasn't a surprise. Like, you know what I mean? So.
But you know what? I kind of feel like that already. Because, like, when I watch Netflix, like, all the shows that are out now, especially the new ones, they're all, like, sci-fi, thrillers. Like, everything's pretty much the same.
This is different.
Or, like, love stories. Like, ugh, I'm over it. I am.
You know what, Ashley? I got a love story for you that is on Netflix that you probably could watch. You probably might get interested in.
What is it?
It's called My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
I didn't like that.
I stopped watching it, but I was enjoying it. And not only that, like, I also thought that the main girl in there was very attractive. I thought she was really funny. I also kind of like the musical aspect of it, that, like, she'd go through, like, these weird, crazy musical moments. But Danny, I wanted to ask you a question because we were looking at. I'm going to bring up this. I'm going to bring this up. The one that I thought was really interesting is Big Mouth is big in Washington D.C. and another one that I want to see up there that I think should get a little bit more popular is Disjointed. If you guys have watched it, now what do you guys think of these two shows? And can these two shows get a little more popularity across the rest of the states?
I will definitely go first. Big Mouth is amazing. It's incredible. I think, Pete, you told me about Big Mouth.
I haven't seen it.
Before.
Oh my God.
Before it was even out, I think you were telling me about how great it was going to be.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
finally sat down and I watched the first episode, and honestly, I just watched the entire thing.
That's so
My
cute.
roommate, one of my roommates and I were watching the entire season. It's
Amazing.
laugh out loud funny type
It's
of thing.
cute.
It's
Dude,
a cartoon, but
Nick
it's an
Kroll is
adult.
brilliant.
Yeah, it's incredible, and it's gross in the best possible way.
Yeah.
But I love that. I don't know why that's so big in DC. You would think. I mean, the show doesn't take place in DC. The show actually takes place outside of New York. I think
the president's probably watching that.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's not doing other stuff, but it takes place, I believe, in New Jersey, because in one of the episodes they go to New York, and it's not like a big. Oh, it takes place in Westchester. All right, so it is in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super weird that you would think it would take place, or it would be most popular in New York. Most of these I didn't really understand, though. A lot of them didn't give love to where they were filmed, especially Stranger Things. That was the most confusing to me. It's Hawkins, Indiana. You'd think Indiana.
Anywhere?
You think Indiana would go strong with. I mean, I get it. They're not filmed there, but.
No, but I think it's more like content-wise. I think maybe like the Midwestern states. I mean, look at some of that stuff. Like, we're getting deep on this one, but they might not be into that kind of deep paranormal stuff.
No, I get you. I can understand that, but I mean, I don't know.
They like Gilmore Girls.
But anyway,
and Riverdale and.
I have many roommates who love Riverdale. I have a lot
What
of.
is it? What is that? Is it?
It's. Have you ever heard of?
Is it like Gossip Girl?
Very close. It's a CW program, so it's kind of like all the CW programs where it's like a drama, but it's like a dark. You know when I say CW programming,
Drama.
yeah, it's all kind of like that. It's not a bad show. It's just I haven't been able to get into it. But my roommates say it's incredible and they love it and all this stuff. But I can't. Anyway, what I wanted to say, Chris, about Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, it's the same reason why I can't really go and watch musicals. So I don't like when she breaks out in the song. Like, I think I'd like the TV show a lot more if she didn't just do that every episode. I'm just like,
Why would you hurt me like that?
I apologize.
Every single one of my exes was crazy, so I just don't want to watch it.
Well, it's an interesting premise. I'll give you that. But I just every time they break out in a song, I'm just like, eh. Anyway, can we get some cooler news for a second? There's been some new information about Captain Marvel and Nick Fury.
Ooh.
Captain Marvel, if you don't know, that's gonna be it's a female.
FOMO.
FOMO. Hashtag FOMO. It's a female superhero. And it's actually it's in the 90s, right? That's where it takes place.
Yeah.
Pete, yes.
But it's also like Captain Marvel is like in the Marvel universe, like rumored to be like the strongest superhero, and it's Brie Larson, and it's a woman, and I think it's going to blow Wonder Woman out of the water.
Oh, I absolutely.
Sorry, Gal Gadot.
No,
Really?
I absolutely agree with you. I think. Well, here's the reason why. I think number one, she's gonna be very cool, but Marvel has a better way of telling stories.
Right.
But that's not even what I want to get into. So some stuff's leaked from there, and Samuel L. Jackson has done interviews about it because Nick Fury's going to be a part of it because he kind of deals with most of the Marvel Universe superheroes. Some of the things that he accidentally said during his interview is that Nick Fury, which is Samuel L. Jackson's character, is going to have a different person's face, which means Samuel L. Jackson will probably not be a part of this one because it'll be taking place in the past. He won't even have his normal eye patch. I don't know how much you know about. You don't even know what I'm saying. Nick Fury has an eye patch. Ashley,
I do know
I'll
these
bring you up
things.
into the conversation. I don't know anymore because you definitely you told me
I'm a
before you
wild
haven't
card.
seen Jurassic Park. I don't even know what to say to you
It
about
was
movies
made in
anymore.
'93. When was I? Just forget it. Just forget
Wait,
Yes,
please tell me you weren't born in
I was-
'93.
she
I
was born in '93.
I was born in '93. Hello there.
Aw. Aw.
Anyway, but I'm really excited about this. The only thing I'm not really excited about is the fact that Samuel L. Jackson, who is tagged as part of the project, is saying that it's going to have a different guy's face. So I don't know if it's going to be CGI. It's just going to be a young Samuel L. Jackson because we saw that with Princess Leia. They digitally CGI'd her face, so she looked like out of Rogue One. Sorry about the spoilers, but the end of Rogue One has Princess Leia in it, and she's way younger, and obviously Princess Leia couldn't do that.
He could be BSing. Who knows?
It's true. It's true.
I think
All right.
he's gonna be a Skrull.
That would be
Like
interesting.
maybe he's just trolling us.
Anyway, we are coming back next. We're going to come back with #trending. So that's going to be all the pop culture, super weird stuff. Everybody, stay tuned. Stick around. We need everybody's help. Get in the chat. We'll talk to you during the breaks. See you next.
Have you ever wanted to have a fantasy expert in the palm of your hand? Or better yet, in the pocket of your khakis? Well, check it out. Now you can. It's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app. Download it now to your phone. We promise no weird viruses, no strange tracking things, just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of pure fantasy knowledge dropping all over your head. It's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app. Stop being a weirdo and streaming it online. Get it on your phone. Take it with you everywhere you go.
I'll say this. I think Vlad Guerrero Jr. is going to be a great player. I think he's going to be extremely overrated when he first comes up.
You know what's kind of crazy?
Because of the name.
You know what's kind of crazy? Because Vlad Jr. was born when Vlad Sr. played at the Expos. Vlad is Canadian. How about that? He could play for the Canadians even at WBC.
They need it. That's something.
How about that? That'd be cool. Rather than playing for the Dominicans because he's Canadian. That would be cool.
Weekdays from 11 to noon Eastern, only on the Fantasy Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is Ashley, who has to slip in the hi before I've even introduced myself.
It messes with him.
It does. Joining with us as always is our friend from the West Coast, Pete.
That's me.
That's him. Anyway, welcome to #trending. Can I? So, some of us don't know what has happened and that the Super Bowl is coming up. Some of us do, some of us don't. It's going to be an all East Coast Super Bowl. But what I would like to say is one story that came out from the Super Bowl. I don't care anything about the actual stuff for Super Bowl. Sorry, I'm pouring that into my drink. Anyway, I'm going to be rooting for the Eagles because I'm closer to Philly, and most of my band, by the way, I'm in a band. Most of my band lives in Philly, so for them, I'm rooting for the Eagles. That and the fact that the Eagles have never won a Super Bowl before. Have they, Pete? Now that I just made a
Such
wild
a bold statement.
They haven't.
The Eagles have never won
So
the
I was
Super
right.
Bowl.
So I was right. Danny's always right. #Danny's always right. Yeah.
Don't trend that.
Anyway, so one thing that I was interested in. So there was a super old, a 99-year-old
I love this.
Vikings fan.
I do. I love this.
That during the game, the championship game between the Vikings and the Eagles, said she was hoping the Vikings were going to win. Her name was Millie, and her granddaughter actually was holding up signs actually during the divisional finals saying, "Win this for my grandmother Millie. It's her 99th birthday." So when they went to Philly and they faced Philly, Vikings faced Philly, Philly obviously took it and ran. So after Philly wins and beats, spoilers, Philly beat the Vikings, there were people in the street holding signs saying, "F your grandmother Millie, Eagles win." Which in and of itself is incredible.
Don't you just love everyone? Like, don't you? Like, I love that. I do. Poor little Millie.
If I was Millie, I would just be like, "This is the greatest thing ever," to be cursed out by the entire fans of another city.
Yeah, I would go to
I
my
would
deathbed.
strive to be cursed out from fans from
Seriously.
another city.
I wish I could troll people that hard.
Not one by one. Martin, don't curse me out. I don't need Hawaii to hate me. But I just thought it was awesome. By the way, I just figured to go around. Who are you guys rooting for the Super Bowl? Ashley?
Eagles?
Are you just saying that because I said Eagles?
Eagles?
It's Eagles and Patriots.
Eagles.
Eagles? Pete?
Eagles.
Are you seriously going to ask me that question?
I don't know.
I refuse to ever. I would rather cheer for nobody
California?
than the Patriots.
Oh, Lord.
I would rather cheer for a meteor wiping out the game than cheer for the Patriots. I'm going for the Eagles, man. Just do it. I'm not going to put money on them because the Patriots are going to end up winning and it's going to be terrible and I'd lose everything anyway.
I mean, I'm actually I'm really torn because I play fantasy football. This is actually a fantasy sports network. Luckily, we
Surprise.
yeah, they're letting us have a show on their network. But I play fantasy football, and for the last 2 seasons I've used Tom Brady in some of my leagues. And so I kind of got used to watching the Patriots, and I do like when they win. But I will say for this, because I have more friends that are Eagles fans, and I really don't have a dog in this game, I'm going to root for them because I want them to be happy. I want the Eagles fans to be happy, and because they're more my friends and stuff like that. If you're from New England or from the Northeast, I apologize.
We're sorry.
I apologize, but I'm probably going to root for the Eagles.
Someone else has to win.
I'm not apologizing for anything. No, if you're a Patriots fan, no. You know what? I don't
Go
like
ahead,
you.
Pete. Go off.
Hashtag shut up, Pete. You're probably a fake Patriots fan. You're probably some bandwagon junkie that's just like, oh man, he's a goat.
All right.
No, you know what? No.
Can I get on a happier note? Happier note. If you have plans for the 4th of July, you can cancel them now, because a new article has come out that the Bible itself is predicting that the end of the world is June 2018.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
What does it say exactly? Like, does anyone know, like, word for word?
They have I don't know where. I didn't finish reading the article, I'm going to be honest.
Like,
they have the
this
exact
is
date
the
and
end.
everything. But, I mean, I feel like every year they have that. Like, is it just one of those things where it's just like, all right, this year we're going to guess this, and when it passes, oh, okay. But I feel like,
Like
there's
an
something.
expiration date? Like,
I feel like there's something every year. Yes?
yeah.
The world is always ending. I just don't want it to end this year because I want this year to go. Like, I was rooting for that meteor last year. Thanks a lot, Bible.
I know, you were hashtagging that like crazy.
Yeah, and now I'm just like, oh man, it's okay, dude. People are terrible. Just try to be a decent human. I'm gonna live my life and be a hippie in California. And now the world's gonna end.
I mean, that would be that would make sense in the grand scheme of your life. That would make sense now.
Oh my God, absolutely. That would be fitting.
Hey,
for those of you that know,
which is a very small margin of our listeners right now that
Pretty
know
much.
your life. Very minuscule, basically just me and Ashley.
Barely even me. I mean, well, yeah.
All right, can I move on to something that's happier? Enough with that.
No.
All right, so live your life up. And this leads me to my next point. Live your life up.
But don't-
Starting tomorrow, Taco Bell is releasing nacho fries. They happen tomorrow.
Can we just, like, get drunk and go have some?
What do you think I'm doing right now?
That's true.
Get
I'm
drunk.
sick.
It's
so
legal in California,
I'm
baby.
sorry, I'm
so
sober.
stoked for these fries.
Are you really gonna go out and buy some? They're $1 on the
Oh my
dollar
God, dude,
menu.
Dude, I just went to a dispensary and bought pink lemonade because I just wanted to give it a shot. So I'm gonna go and have a sip of that because after a hike I get parched. And then I'm gonna go have some nacho fries and then talk to me Saturday night. We'll see how it goes.
All right. You can tell us next week, Pete. You can give us an update on how the nacho fries is because I don't find myself driving to Taco Bell to do this, but more power to them if they're getting in the fry game. I mean, right now,
They're trying.
Pete and Ashley, because Pete and Ashley, what's your favorite fast food restaurant French fries right now?
Ooh, Wendy's.
Wendy's, Pete?
No. Ooh, I take it back.
No, taking it back.
You didn't say final answer either.
Take backsies.
Pete?
I would probably say I don't, dude. I haven't had. I'm forgetting McDonald's, if anything. Like McDonald's fries. I remember back in the day.
Yeah, I gotta say McDonald's too. I haven't eaten French fries in a while. But
Burger King was really good, but I don't know.
No, Burger King doesn't compare with McDonald's. What were you gonna take it back for?
Burger King or White Castle, but I have no standards.
White Castle has fries? I didn't even know that.
They do. It's really good. And they have chicken
no
wings.
standard.
I have no standard.
All right, in the chat, I want to hear you guys. I want to hear
What's
you
your
guys.
favorite
What are
food?
your favorite French fries, like from fast food restaurants? I wouldn't go as far as doing like sit down, like actual like real restaurant. Like I think Red Robin's
Don't
on
be
the
fancy.
cusp.
Please don't be fancy.
Like Red Robin's has pretty good fries. I've tried those
Don't
before.
they have like the unlimited situation?
Yeah.
There you go.
But I think they're on the cusp because you sit down and eat Red Robin's.
fries.
You don't really eat there.
I've never been.
Or you don't really.
I've never been.
You've never been Red Robin?
Nah.
All right, we'll
I
go
went
there.
to Johnny Rockets. It's cool.
All right.
I felt
Danny.
kind of dirty.
What?
Ugh.
What?
Martin and Strong Style, In and Out. I told again California, In and Out, animal style fries.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I love that like a fat kid loves cake. That is.
Get
Okay,
into it, Pete.
okay,
There you go.
I-
do it.
I
Show
have
that love.
never been to In-N-Out, mostly because I've never been on the West Coast before.
We live in New York.
So,
Also haven't
Sorry
been
to
In and Out in a
disappoint.
while.
so this is what I want to do. I will break my normal diet when I go on the West Coast and come to visit you. I will break my normal diet and I will eat these fries animal style, and I will Facebook Live this entire thing so you guys can all see that I'm going to do it. I'm interested to see what these actually taste like.
Or if
Are
you're
they
coming
good?
to New
Evan.
York, like just send me some. If
What?
you're coming to New York, I'm just saying. If you're coming
Bring
like
some from New York, or bring some from the West
Yes,
Coast.
you
So
never know
on the
if someone's
plane, you're gonna get all
flying
the
in.
plane germs.
You'll get on the show too. If you're flying in, just give us some In and Out.
All right, I want to
eat
hear
it.
in the chat everybody's favorite fries moving forward.
And if you have a routine, like do you do something weird? I like to eat my fries with a McFlurry. I don't know. I like
Do you
to dip
dunk
them in.
them in?
I
Ugh.
do. I dip them in.
You're an animal.
I can't help
Well, no,
it. It's so
I
good.
get the Wendy love. That's why I thought you liked the Wendy's
But you
fries.
dip it in the
That's
frosty?
So good.
Yeah, man, that's like the MO of Wendy's fries.
Oh, you guys are both animal.
good.
I know. I have.
So good.
I have a roommate, and hello to my roommate because I believe she's watching live
Hi.
too. And I apologize. She dips her French fries in mayonnaise.
Oh,
And I
mean,
find that the grossest thing ever. And I
Maybe, like,
apologize. I'm not
ketchup
gonna
and
point
mayo.
out. I'm not gonna point out what roommate it is.
he just bossed you, by the way.
But
Oh.
I cannot dip. I've seen people dip pizza into mayonnaise too.
But just
That's-
like plain mayonnaise, like
yeah, just a scoop of mayonnaise.
Oh,
I can't do that.
I'm sorry.
But
And that's gross.
We're not judging.
Ugh.
I'm
I'm
not
judging.
judging.
I'm judging.
I'm not
I'm
judging.
judging you out
I'm not
there. I know
judging.
you're watching because you
swear.
said you would watch.
Judging the poop
Just
out of
put
you.
some ketchup in it or something. Balance it out.
Yeah, well, that's French. Isn't that like French dressing or something like that?
I guess.
Ketchup mixed with
Thousand
mayonnaise.
Island?
Thousand Island. That's
Put
what it
some
is.
hot
That's what it is.
sauce.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right.
Isn't that the French
Dun, dun,
dressing?
dun.
All right. We got off the rails with this. We're
Dun,
gonna wrap
dun,
everything
dun,
up when we get back.
dun. I don't want to go.
I don't want to go either. We could go all night. We could just do a marathon session.
We could.
Anyway,
Just do a
thank you
full
guys so
hour.
much for all the love in the chat. Stay tuned. We're going to wrap everything up when we get back. It's popping off. I'm Danny Otto. This is Ashley.
Hi.
Pete's over there. We'll see you
Get
guys in
the
a minute.
funko out of here.
There's heroes and there's legends.
To the followers of his fantasy advice, he is known as the king. To the fantasy sports industry, he's a respected colleague and a friend. And as a representative of the FSWA Hall of Fame, it's his royal responsibility to share his stories of fantasy sports glory with the world. On the Fantasy Hall of Fame Hour, Scott the King takes his throne with celebrities, athletes, and like-minded legends of the industry. Together, they share stories of how fantasy sports changed their lives and give advice to you so you can be on your way to creating your own fantasy legacy. Listen to the Fantasy Hall of Fame Hour by going to fntsy.com/radio and listen to all the Fantasy Sports Radio Network's award-winning programming for free in the iTunes and Google Play stores. Fantasy legends are made only on the Fantasy Sports Radio Network.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me is Ashley and our good friend on the West Coast, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
I was head bobbing. My head's hurting right now. I was really getting into this.
This is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's by the band called Caradel. And yeah, I love this song. It's called Relapse in the River City. By the way, if you are in a band or you have friends that are in a band, tell them to send us music because we are always looking for new music that we can play going in and out to break.
Yep.
And I would rather spotlight artists that are trying to make it big than play artists that are already big. That's why we start the show off with my band because my band's trying to make it big. And we end the show with another band that's big, but they're small in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, so we have to wrap everything up. What I wanted to say is... What I wanted to say is, a little tease for next week. There are a lot of crazy prop bets that happen around the Super Bowl. Like, everything from the... In case you don't know about the Super Bowl. No? Yeah? Okay.
Will you teach me
anyway.
how to football?
I'll teach you whatever you want. Just don't eat me. You didn't think I was going to finish that line. Anyway, so...
I knew it.
Everything from what color Gatorade is going to get dumped on the winning team's coach.
Are you serious?
Yeah, those kind of bets. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through all the prop bets next week, or in between this show and next show, and we're going to pick out like 5 of them. And I say we make a bet as a show. Okay. So in the chat, in the comments, throughout the week, I want you guys to tell us what prop bets we should be betting on. And what prop bets, I mean, do you guys bet on prop bets for the Super Bowl? Because I've heard some of these are so cool. They're like, I mean, obviously they have like the coin flip, which team, if it's going to be heads or tails. But there's a lot of stuff, even down to like the halftime show, like if Justin Timberlake's going to, how his entrance is going to be. Like if it's going to be like on wires, if he's going to pop up from the stage, if he's going to come in on a jetpack or in a parachute or something like that. There's crazy prop bets. So we're going to look them all up. Throughout the week, I want you guys commenting on this, on which ones we should pay attention to. And I say as a show, we bet. If each one of us throw in a couple dollars, I mean, we won't throw a lot, but I mean, what if we win? Then we can buy pops for the show.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So
then Danny can spend $180 on a pop.
Yeah. Danny wins. Hashtag Danny wins. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who listened on YouTube Live, on Facebook Live, on Periscope Live. We're on everything.
Facebook, Twitch, yeah.
If you guys are listening on all of the other things, right now we just have the Facebook chat open, or we just have the YouTube chat open. We don't even have the Facebook chat open. Right now, all we have is our YouTube chat open. If you guys were listening on one of the other ones, this show will go up on demand. I want you guys to post on the YouTube chat, on the YouTube chat. Tell us where you were listening, so that next week we can have more windows open. Maybe we get Ashley to look in on the Facebook chat, and I'll follow the YouTube chat, or Pete will, because apparently he's monitoring that. I want to keep getting the hashtag Shut Up Pete. I want that to keep rolling throughout the week. Anyway, also comment on this. What do you guys want us to talk about next week? We're open to suggestions. So give us all your pop culture, all your movie news, all your TV news, all the gossip, stuff like that. We want to make this as interactive as possible. Yeah, we're open and easy.
We're easygoing.
But really, seriously, we want this to be about what you guys want
It's
to
not about
see.
us. It's about you guys.
It is. It's all about the people.
It's all about the people. All right.
So anyway,
Danny, realize this.
What's up?
We didn't swear. Well, I didn't swear.
Yay!
I didn't swear.
I didn't. I almost did.
I didn't swear.
I was this close.
No, I said that's a point. We didn't swear.
We
First
didn't.
show, we didn't swear.
Cheers to that, everybody out there in YouTube,
Claps in the chat.
and Facebook,
Claps in
and
the
Twitch.
chat.
Cheers. We
Cheers
have
to us,
lots
man.
more to come. Lots more shows. We're already gonna start working on next week. I
Had some issues
cannot
with my
wait.
mic, but
You did, but we recovered.
we're good.
Everything's been recovered.
That's what happens.
Anyway, stay tuned next week. Same time, same place. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Anywhere else you are, whether you're in Hawaii, whether you're in Maine, I don't care. Join us live next week. See you guys next week. I am Danny Otto.
I'm Ashley. Bye.
I'm Pete.
That's him.
Does your fantasy team suck? Maybe you need us, the Fantasy Sports Radio Network.